Welcome to Tile Choices Podcast, the podcast where tile meets creativity and craftsmanship. Hosted by Bruno and Maria, we're diving into the world of tile, from the latest design trends and must-know installation tips to product insights and real-world experiences. Whether you're a DIYer, interior designer, or seasoned contractor, there's something here for everyone who loves transforming spaces one tile at a time. So grab your coffee, put on your headphones, and let's talk tile. Because at Tile Choices, it's more than a surface, it's a statement.
Ciao amici, welcome back to Tile Choices. It's Bruno here, and of course Maria is with me. Today we're getting fired up about something a lot of people stress over: fireplace tile. I gotta tell you, I've seen a lot in my years, but when it comes to fireplaces there's always questions. Is it safe? What should I use? Maria, you hear this too, see?
Oh, constantly. People worry, fire, heat, all that stuff. I always tell them tile is one of the safest, most reliable materials for fireplace surrounds and hearths. But you gotta get the details right. It's not just about picking something pretty.
Exactly. Tile itself, like porcelain, ceramic, natural stone, these guys, they're non-combustible. They don't catch fire. That part folks get right. But where people mess up is with what's behind and beneath the tile. If you use the wrong adhesive or the substrate can't take the heat, that's where trouble sneaks in.
Right, you need heat-resistant adhesives, proper backer boards, and we're talking cement board or products specifically made for fireplaces. No shortcuts, really.
Let me tell you a little story. Years ago, I worked a job in Rome. Nice apartment, gorgeous old building. Someone had used a regular wall adhesive, like for bathrooms, right by the fireplace. After a winter of fires, half the tiles had shifted. A couple had actually fallen off. The heat just ate through that glue, capito? So please, no DIY experiments near your firebox.
That's such a good lesson. If you ever doubt it, just talk to a pro or your tile supplier. Not everything in the hardware store is meant for high temps. So Bruno, let's dive into materials. Obviously, porcelain is a top pick, right? Super strong, barely absorbs anything, and those glazes handle heat like a champ.
See, porcelain is king. It's dense, doesn't stain easy, stands up to the hottest fires. I mean, you've got options like marble look, stone look, even slabs now. But ceramic, that is another good choice, especially for surround. It's classic, lots of color choices, maybe not as tough as porcelain, but for decorative stuff, works great.
And stone, marble, slate, travertine, gorgeous, totally timeless, and each piece is unique, but you're going to do a little more maintenance, have to seal them, but still very safe for fireplaces.
Oh, and then you got the accent stuff. Glass, metal. Beautiful, but please don't put them where the flame touches. Those are fine for the outer frame or a funky stripe, but not actually inside your firebox, amici. Not safe.
And if anybody's browsing Fireplace collections lately, their glazed thin brick is awesome for that traditional look, but lighter, easier to install. Just remember, like Bruno said, not inside the firebox with these, only on the surround or exterior. For high traffic rooms, especially family rooms, I always drift toward porcelain. It just holds up to kids, pets, everything. Okay, let's talk what's hot. Not just the fire. There is a serious trend right now for full-height tiled fireplaces, running tiles straight from the floor up to the ceiling. Talk about drama. I feel like every other pin on Pinterest is a floor-to-ceiling fireplace tile.
Yes, and vertical stacking too. People are stacking those long bricks, or going with slab-look porcelain so it looks like one big piece of stone. Such a modern vibe, but still kinda timeless when it's done right.
If you flip through Tile Choices Gallery, so much inspiration. They're Majorca for a wash of elegant colors for that bold pop of color, and you can't miss those mini star and cross pattern tiles. Those are beautiful if you want the fireplace to be the room's highlight. I had a client, she was set on a classic white look, but the minute she saw the bold colors and cool shapes, we totally shifted gears. Ended up with a deep blue surround with star and cross detail. She loves it now every day.
You can really go all directions. Minimalist with big white slabs, or maximalist with color and pattern. I like when people get creative but think about the rest of the room so it doesn't look out of place, yeah? Now sometimes people want timeless, sometimes they chasing trends. Classic, think brick, stone, the stuff you see in old Italian houses, Maria. But now pink, turquoise, even black surrounds are catching fire. Ah, you get the pun?
Totally. There's so much more possible beyond red brick. You got offset brick for that traditional look, or go with a stacked or herringbone layout if you want contemporary. Shape sets the mood. Triangles, star and cross, even specialty tiles. Tile Choices got these mid-century and Scandi-inspired fireplaces, really light and airy. Then you look at the maximalist ones. Huge patterns, wild colors. It looks amazing, but as a designer, I always ask, will you still love it in 5 years?
Sometimes too much is, too much, you know? I like some of those maximalist samples, but in my own house I'd probably pick something simple with a twist. A nice blue tile, or maybe white stacked offset. Shapes can do so much for the finished look without going crazy with color.
All right, let's talk stuff that goes wrong. Biggest mistake I see is picking a tile size that doesn't fit the fireplace, tiny mosaics everywhere, or using those massive slabs in a tiny space. You need to think about scale.
Don't forget grout. People always pick bland grout or sometimes a really strong contrast, and it just kills the pattern or makes it too busy. Grout can make a design shine or ruin it. I remember one job, someone used this fancy geometric tile on a fireplace in 2005. Looked trendy that year, but now? Oh, desperate for a refresh. Trends turn fast, amici.
And following those super trendy ideas can date the space so quick. I'm all for bold design, but think about the rest of your house and pick something that balances. Fireclay's got some wild maximalist and geometric fireplaces that look incredible in the right room, but in the wrong one, you're stuck in 2019.
Maria, every week someone asks, can I tile over old brick? What do you think?
Absolutely you can, and it's a big but, you have to prep it right, clean it, maybe use a skim coat if it's uneven, then install cement board if needed. Always test for stability, and then people always ask, how high should I tile?
Ah, the classic. Sometimes just the firebox, sometimes all the way up. Full height is definitely in. But just because it's trendy doesn't mean you gotta do it. What matters is, does it work in your room, your ceiling height, your style?
Are tiled fireplaces still in? I say more than ever. The options now are endless, from classic craftsman to those wild hand-painted tiles. It's back in a big way. I tell people, use those free consults. Fireclay, for instance, offers design assistance, sampling, and renderings. Visualize before you commit. And if you're updating an old surround, think about blending what's already there. Keep some architectural details, bring in something new, and create harmony. Don't just smash the old for the sake of new. To wrap this up, I always say, start with how you want the fireplace to feel. Is it the star of the room or just a cozy corner? Does your style lean classic, modern, wild, calm? Don't just go with trends. They pass. Order samples, see them in your space, and think about how you actually live.
Right. For me, the fireplace should last. Choose a tile you love today, but maybe you'll still like in 10 years, eh? Review real examples, grab some samples, and don't rush. My favorite pick from today, gotta be the navy blue gloss tile. Makes a nice, bold, but classic statement. I can see that in any home.
Ooh, that's a solid pick. I'll go with Fireclay's San Gabriel brick. That soft turquoise, so calm but still special. Remember, your fireplace should feel intentional and fit your life, not just the latest Instagram picture.
Bellissimo. Thanks for joining us, amici. We'll keep diving into every nook and cranny of tile in future shows. Maria, always a pleasure. Arrivederci.
Thank you, Bruno, and thanks to everyone listening. We'll see you next time. Ciao.
Thanks for tuning in to Tile Choices Podcast, your go-to podcast for everything tile. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to subscribe, leave us a review, and share it with your fellow tile lovers. Got questions or a topic you'd like Bruno and Maria to cover? Visit us at tilechoices.com or connect with us on social media. Until next time, keep designing, keep dreaming, and remember, great spaces start from the ground up, one tile at a time.